Good morning. Next news. 2 young men die from street drug that's 43 times stronger than fentanyl. It's taking hold in the U.S. People. Experts are warning about nitazenes, synthetic opioids with different, deadly strains that can be hidden in other drugs. Below are your comments. Hunter's mother shared that she's speaking out because, sometimes I get mad because I couldn't save my own son. 00. I do want to save other people, even if it's just one person in honor of him. Ma'am, I am sorry for your loss. 00. If it worth anything, it is stories like these of your son that help keep me clean when I struggle. And has for the past 8 years. Who needs something that's strong? The people inventing these are no better than cartels. The worst part is that it's no longer safe to even experiment with recreational products. Teens these days are cooked. Please wait a moment. Don't risk your life for a pill. Here's the deal. I'm an addict in recovery, so I know how powerful addiction can be. I also know that there are medical treatments that will prevent you from using drugs rather easily. If you want to be sober, but you have to want it. That said, I kind of don't feel sorry for anyone who dies using drugs they got on the street because everyone knows you can't trust street drugs these days. Final point, get help before it's too late. It can be done. Look, let's not sugarcoat this. One thought he was taking Percocet, the other Xanax. These pills aren't prescribed for them. Drugs are bad, take them at your own risk. The dangers aren't hidden. May they both rest in peace. When America gave up the dream of prohibition of alcohol, many people considered it a surrender, and in a sense it was. It was surrender to the reality of the fact that Americans were going to drink, whether legal or not. So the question changed from, how do we stop it, to how do we minimize its negative effect? Obviously, alcohol addiction causes plenty of misery, which for many makes it hard to. We learned our hard lesson about alcohol. For the other hard drugs, not yet. An old friend of mine used to say, mess around, won't be around. Ironically, he died of an overdose at the age of 32, 35 years ago. What he said back then, sadly, still holds true today. What all people had best start understanding is that all substances, which taken wrongly or with oaths, are just much of as toxic. Yes, too much sugar taken too much too quick is toxic and can bleep people, and some faster than rs depending on your immune system. The solution is no drugs whatsoever unless prescribed, and even then they can make a mistake and not know you are allergic, etc. So glad my crazy years were in the 1970s. A lot more room for error, and no cell phones. If you don't take drugs that aren't prescribed by a doctor and come from a pharmacy, you shouldn't avenue to worry about illegal drugs like this. You would think that stories like this would deter these young people from trying street drugs at all. What are they thinking? How can their lives be so bad that they take a chance like this? The real possibility of losing your life should be enough to stop drug use completely. Sadly, it is not. It's never made sense to me that drug cartels make drugs that bleep their user customers. You're literally bleep your market. Yet, the US can't find a drug to bleep convicted bleepers who have a death sentence. The more you tell kids not to do something, the more they want to do it. Just the way a lot of them are built. Many of them don't like to be told no. What is the solution? Not sure there's one. Drugs bleep people. It's what they do. My parents have told me as a kid till I was maybe 17. You are outside most of the time than at home. I am responsible for you till you are 18. Do what you will, but remember at the end of the day you will have to see me, your father and your gr. And parents, so make wise decisions. That alone scared me to not do drugs. If people weren't using drugs, there wouldn't be no market for them. It's not like anyone hasn't heard how many youths die every year from them. Maybe a little empathy, but absolutely no sympathy, and I felt the same way about some of my own family members. This is pretty much chemical warfare against the West. China needs to be held responsible and do their part to stop it from leaving their country. One would have to be a complete fool to take drugs in this day and age. With the potency and the likely chance that what one is taking is laced with something this dangerous is simply not worth the risk. The penalties for selling or possessing this type of drug need to be stiff: 15 years for dealing and 5 years for possession. The war on drugs will never be won. In 2025, if you are taking a pill that you don't know what it is, then you may suffer the consequences. Even if it's from someone you trust. I'll never understand why people would purchase illicit substances from strangers. You have no idea what went into what you're about to ingest. Give how little fentanyl it takes to bleep someone, I'd be real hesitant. No to drugs is such a simple word to say and learn when it could easily save your life. 250 times stronger than heroin, my God. 50 years of don't do drugs and we're doing them more than ever. I'd be terrified to do drugs as a kid these days. Sad and just completely crazy. Just don't do drugs. Period. You take drugs voluntarily, don't blame the vendor, blame yourself. Decades ago, Barbara Bush. Just say no. Not very good street smarts. Addition by subtraction. Buying drugs of any kind from people who deal drugs is a chance that you take. If there was no demand, there would be no supply. It's way past time that users need to be held accountable for their choices. Please subscribe to my channel. And if you like it, please thumbs up.